Oh, lovely. Little bit more impressive than the scamps that we're fighting. Although it does still fall down to the one slight issue of it dying to our lovely spell. So let's just one-tap him and he's dead. Instantaneously. Oh, no. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. That's right, it's one of Todd Howard's lovely and fantastical creations. And today we're going to be asking the question, are you tired of balanced and fair combat in your RPG games? Are you tired of magic being nothing more than hurling a fireball back and forth? Do you wish for perhaps a dark fantasy world where mages have the ability to suck the living life essence out of every single thing that they touch, killing them instantly? Well, that's what we're about to show off here today in Oblivion, because we're going to be creating a character whose abilities will allow them to diagnose people with instant death. This instant death has no counters and will murder everything. It's perfectly balanced, completely unfair, and in 100% certainty, it's not an exploit. Okay, it is an exploit, and it's gonna be good fun, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you sat back, relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea in hand, because we're going on a brand new adventure in Oblivion, so you know what that means. It means a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea, a salute to the picture of the Queen you have hanging above your computer, and here, if you're feeling especially fantastic, you can even like this video. Right, now let's dive into this wonderful adventure, as we're about to give the Grim Reaper a run for his money. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my character, which I have created for the ultimate mage, who will gain the ability to destroy people instantaneously. To be given the power of instant death is to be given the power to end a life immediately. And so who else would want to have the power to end a life immediately than the character of Pem, or Please End Me. Pem here is the ugliest Khajiit in the universe, and desired to be put out of his suffering, and so he prayed to the gods for the ability to end life instantaneously. His intention was simple, however there was a slight curse, which is that he can never use his magic on himself, meaning he has now become Death, the destroyer of worlds. And my goodness, what a beautiful specimen Pem is. I mean, he is just an absolutely beautiful Khajiit. Unlike most Khajiit, he is very good at magery for the sole reason that he has 3 brains. He has his main brain in his head here, a second concealed brain in his hair, and a final 3rd brain inside his nasal region. Pem is the most powerful wizard this world will ever see, and he is going to bring the end of the world as we know it. My goodness, let's begin. Now, we've created our legendary and beautiful character. I mean, just look at them. They are truly godlike. I mean, not only do we have the issue of accidentally being able to go inside of their head, oh god, my god, neither beautiful on the outside or inside. That is what our lovely Pem is like. I mean, just look at him, a truly majestic wizard. Well, he's not a wizard just yet, but don't worry, we're going to make him one. So what does Pem need in order to actually create this spell of instant death? Well, there's actually a few things you need to do. We need to pick up a few spells, some of which are actually very difficult to gain, because for example, we need to pick up the Drain Attribute spell. This is a very difficult spell to find, and one which is for only late game players who are going down multiple super long quest lines to unlock this spell in the DLC. Naturally, we're going to be bypassing all of that with an exploit in order to get this spell a lot sooner than anyone feasibly should. But yes, actually the ability to make this spell can be done almost right out of the game at level 1, and if you are pulling off this spell at level 1, well, then you're going to accidentally become God. Oh, perfect, here comes the Emperor. Ah, lovely, fantastic, here they come. Oh, hello, Emperor. Oh, you've seen me before, have you? Oh, you do not want to see my face, Oriel. I'm the one for your dreams, am I? My god. Oriel Septim, I think something's wrong, and they're not dreams. You're in fact having nightmares. If you've seen this face before, my goodness. Anyway, it's fine. We've played this game a million times, so we know Oriel Septim's going to die. That's perfectly fine, because we have to bounce our way through the tutorial section. Anyway, fantastic. We're going to be able to follow them on a lovely magical journey. Right, now here we come to the point of the first ambush. Lovely stuff. Now, the Emperor wants me to protect myself, but naturally, I don't actually have to fight this. Now Captain Brenner has died, so this is lovely because I'll be stealing her lovely weapons. They're mine now. Right, now fantastic. We're going off on our lovely journey. They've left us behind, but it's okay because we found a random secret entrance with some rats. Perfect. Now this section is very important in the tutorial because it's the section where you can decide if you want to completely break this game's stealth mechanics, because at this point there are some various rats running around. One of those rats is going to run away permanently apparently. The others are going to try and fight this zombie. I mean, it's not going to go too well for them. And there we go, we can kill the zombie. And after the zombies are dead, the rats actually no longer particularly care about our existence. Now this is pretty interesting because what it means is all you need to do is find yourself a corner and press Q and your character will be continuously moving. And whilst you're moving, whilst stuffed with enemies around, your sneak skill is increasing. So with that rat simply just walking around there and not being aggroed because they were too preoccupied on this zombie, we can just walk into the wall and permanently level our sneak skill up to maximum. It really is that easy and it really does just work. There are a few locations like this in the game where you can physically train up all your stats to godly levels without actually having to do anything that you're really meant to. There we go, we've already leveled up our sneak 3 times. Now I'm just going to go brew myself a cup of tea and I'll be back in half an hour. Right, this skill is just ridiculously easy to level. And good old Pem here has just literally just spent an hour running into a wall in a dungeon and already he's up to level 35 in sneak. He levels up so quickly. Anyway, we might as well actually just stand up and I suppose just murder this rat. There we go, we're going to use some sick ass magic because I need to try and level up my destruction school because we're going to be using that very same destruction skill set in order to completely and utterly murderize everything. There we go, we're already up to destruction level 6. Now in order to protect ourselves, we found a lovely rusty iron helmet. Sadly it's not an entire bucket because if we could put a bucket over our head, I'm pretty sure society would accept us a little bit better. But for the time being, this helmet will have to do. Oh, now perfect. The game is trying to get me to stealth my way past the enemies up ahead. Not that I actually need to particularly worry about any of that because my character is so godlike. I'm just going to vaporize this goblin with fireballs. There we go. It's just the best way to train up my lovely destruction magic. Now normally you're meant to drop the logs on these goblins, but really every single goblin is an opportunity to train up destruction magic, and so we can't waste that lovely opportunity. All goblins must be evaporated by my cleansing flames. There we go, that's another evaporated goblin. Sadly that goblin's weapon accidentally fell through the terrain of the map. This goblin here is currently suffering from broken pathing issues because welcome to Oblivion, this game just works. Alright, now to actually continue on with the tutorial, we need to actually build up our class now, I think, and then we need to watch the lovely Emperor die in a devastating ambush. Now we get to pick what lovely star sign we are. There's of course some fantastic bonuses in here, like my favourite one here, which gives you a paralysis bonus. I just love that. Right, now we're going to pick up the Mage Bonus just for the additional magicka. Not that magicka is actually going to become a problem, as we'll soon discover. Alright, perfect. Now the 2 guards are going off to fight, and the Emperor is going to die in this situation, no matter what you do. Now in order to give the Emperor a better chance against that assassin there, I decided to increase his size, but it actually didn't help him at all, which is a bit of a shame. It would appear the Emperor is dead here. Right, now we actually get to pick what class we are. Well, this is very important because basically we need to decide what skills we're trying to power level up. Now what we're basically going to do is boost up our abilities of magic and not become a mage, but instead become a sorcerer here because you gain additional health, which is going to be very important for us. So there we go, we're a sorcerer. Alright, now we're in a prime spot to basically escape now that we're a mage, so that's what we're going to do. Goodbye Boreas, enjoy guarding that body. Now we're off to do the basic classical exploits of every Oblivion run of immediately going to generate ourselves infinite money. Now I've done this exploit so many times I'm not even going to show off how to do it, so if you don't know how to generate infinite money in Oblivion, just go watch one of my previous Oblivion videos. It happens in every single one of them. It is the most easy exploit to pull off and you can do it right at the start of the game. It simply just involves paralyzing someone and then stealing infinite gold from them. Anyway, we've got a few things to do before we can properly set ourselves up, and one of those important things is simply Frostcrag Spire. This is a free item added into the DLC of the game, which basically lets you gain access to this lovely tower, which inside has the ability to create custom spells. Said custom spells are going to completely and utterly break the game for us. Anyway, we're just going to freeze all these goblins to death. There we go. Lovely stuff. Now the more times we do this, the faster we level up our destruction. And the more we level up our destruction, the faster we can pull off this exploit. Actually wait, we don't need to, because we chose this class is already set to 32. You only need a destruction skill of 25 in order to pull off this exploit. So from this point on, the game's over. We've completely and utterly won. Anyway, it's time for us to leave. We don't need to edit anything. We're perfect. Well, I mean, we're not perfect. We're a complete and utter monstrosity that's about to kill everything, but you know, it's completely fine. Right, now as I mentioned, one thing we need to do is basically pick up and learn 2 spells. One spell is to drain health. This is a very easy spell to pick up and one which we're going to be able to do very quickly. And then the second spell is to drain an attribute. This is a lot more challenging because to gain the drain attribute spell would require a long line of quests where we go join, I don't know, a whole bunch of Knight Templars on a lovely journey and actually do a bloody quest line. Nope, we're not doing any of that. So thank goodness Todd Howard, in his infinite wisdom of creating creating a perfectly balanced game, lovingly handcrafted a perfect bypass for us. Now, in order to pull off this bypass, we need to actually get our character inflicted with a disease. That's right, physically any disease will do, and so I think the best way we can get a disease is, I don't know, finding a whole bunch of wild animals and getting them to eat us. That's usually a good way of picking up a disease. Oh, now, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been speaking to Please End Me, and he's told me that he's offering a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's right, the first 8,000 people to like this video will not instantaneously die when shaking his hand. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because tonight, whether you like it or not, Pem will be visiting you in your dreams. And if you haven't liked the video, just make sure not to shake his hand. Or just touch him. Just don't go near him. Jeez, just don't go near him. You don't want to go near him. The issue is he's a Khajiit, so he can run quite fast once he takes off the heavy armor, so really don't go near him. And provided he isn't actually high enough level, technically he's only able to kill 3 people in one go, and then he needs a bit of a rest break, so maybe throw a couple of family members at him first, and then use that as your opportunity to get away. Honestly, any loved one nearby to hand will do. Anyway, let's jump back into the video. Right, now welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now what I've done, ladies and gentlemen, is I've wandered my way over to the lovely harbour district of the Imperial capital and run into this lovely character here. This is Puny Ancus. Now Puny Ancus is a very special character because he is a beggar, which means he's protected by the Thieves Guild, but more importantly, he's carrying a disease, and said disease is all we need in order to exploit the game. So what we're going to do is steal his onion. There we go, that should do. And now he's going to hopefully try and attack me. He's not really doing much, but come on, can you fight me? Fight me, Puny. Why did you just go into someone else's bloody house? Come back, fight me, Puny. Puny, come back, punch me. Come on, I just need you to punch me. I want the disease you're carrying. Punch me. To make him feel like he stands a chance, I'm just going to punch him instead. Come on. Fight back, just punch me, Puny. Oh my god, this character can do nothing. I just need him to attack me. I just want the diseases he has. Give me your diseases, Puny man. Oh my god, this character just won't fight back. I've cranked the difficulty slider up, so hopefully this is going to be it. Punch me. Just punch me, Puny. Why is he just getting into bed? I've been punching you, my dude. Let me rob the cup from you. There we go, I've robbed a cup from you. Come on, punch me, Puny. I mean, on the plus side, I guess I'm training my hand-to-hand skill, pummeling him into the ground, but I mean, it would be great if he could actually fight back, you know? Maybe he doesn't feel confident because he doesn't have a weapon. So let's drop a short sword on the ground for him, and we'll even wear these lovely breeches. There we go, look at that. Let me punch you. There's a weapon here for you.
6.5 hours later.
Right, now after travelling right the way down to Lelawin here, you're going to be able to run into this other little beggar here, and this lovely beggar also has the disease that the last beggar had, but this time I managed to get this one to aggro me. I did have to kind of crank up my game difficulty to maximum to get him to aggro, but once you've got him aggroed and he punches you, you will contract his lovely disease. What is his disease? Well, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's the yellow tick disease. It drains your speed and it drains your strength. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, why do we want this disease? In order to gain the ability to drain an attribute from someone. Well, we want this disease because normally to gain the drain attribute spell, we'd have to do a lot of quests, but instead in this game we have a easy solution. All we need to do is simply drop down a save right now and then quit out of this game to the main menu. That's right. Okay, maybe don't necessarily quit out to the menu, maybe quit out of the game entirely. It doesn't make much of a difference. Oh my god, did the game just crash again? Game just crashed again. Oblivion, please Oblivion. It's been like well over 10 years now. Like, if I could just get the game to run on a PC, that would be great. Like, I mean, I understand if it's not exactly a very popular game released around the time of Oblivion. They didn't do too well, and so it would make sense if maybe it doesn't necessarily run on modern PCs. But come on, Todd. This game is still played by thousands of people every month. Anyway, so now that we're back in the game, we're going to pull a lovely little bit of an exploit, which is to cheese the way of gaining... Oh my god, it just crashed again. Jesus, I'm not allowed to alt-tab on the main menu, apparently. No, it's 2020. You can't alt-tab on a game. Yep, of course. The technology's just not quite there yet. Right, so now that we're back into the game for a third time, we're going to start a brand new game. We don't actually really need to do anything, we just need to make a character. Now all we need to do is make a character who is an orc. That is literally it. They can be male or female, your choice. We make a character. His character's name is going to be Exploit. What a lovely little orky boy he is. Let's make him super old and oh lovely, he's going to look like a bit of a shriveled up olive. Perfect. Actually, what if we just crank everything to light? Oh yes, we can make the most beautifully disgusting orky boy I've ever seen. That's just majestic. Right, Exploit, you've you've been made. Job done. Am I sure I want to be an orc? Yes, I am. So we're an orc, fantastic, we're in the game. Are we going to walk up to the door and start the game? No, we're going to hit escape and instead load our last save where we're playing as Please End Me. It's a very simple thing because orcs have very unique sets of skills, and now that we're back as our character, things are perfect. All we need to do now is get ourselves over to a spell making table, and then we're able to tie in the Drain attribute spell. The reason why the orc basically gives us the Drain attribute spell is because orcs have the Berserk power, which comes with Drain attribute, and technically having a spell known which drains an attribute is all you need to make a spell with Drain attribute, and then once you make that spell you can close the game, reopen it, and you'll still have the ability to make Drain attribute spells. Because in this game the only way to know how to make a spell is to actually be able to cast it, and the only way to know how to cast it is to get a disease and become an orc and then stop being an orc. I know it's a convoluted way of doing things, but come on, this is the exploity way of doing things. Anyway, let's go pick up ourselves a Drain life spell, and then we're going to need to actually improve Frostcrag Spire to the point where we can make spells. Now, Drain life's a bit easier to get hold of. All you need to do is go to Skingrad and make your way over to the Mages Guild. Oh, and here it is, just around the corner, the lovely Mages Guild. Now, inside of the Mages Guild, we're going to run into this character right here, Druja. Now, Druja here is able to sell us spells, and most importantly, Druja here sells this spell here, the spell of Minor Wound. It's only 50 gold to buy, and all it does is drains the health of a target. A nice and cheap spell to have, not exactly very powerful, but hey, we're going to buy it. Thank you very much, Druja, that was very nice of you. Right, now I'm going to run off and go perform the Infinite Gold exploit, and then we're going to make our way inside of Frostcrag Spire. But now we effectively have both of the items we'll need to create the ultimate spell of death, so that we can please end life everywhere in this world. So it's a quick, fast travel to Frostcrag Spire, and all we need to do is simply open up the doors of this lovely place, and wha-bam, it's now ours. Now this is perfect and lovely. Now this lovely book has basically told us everything that we need to do, and it's relatively simple. We need to buy a couple of items, and then we can make ourselves some spells at this lovely spell making altar-y thing. It just needs some mage tallow candles, and there we go, then we can make ourselves some spells. How do we get that? All we need to do is actually go to the marketplace and also get ourselves a bit of gold. So one quick infinite gold exploit later and one visit to the marketplace. Alright, we've made our way over to the lovely Imperial Marketplace, where we'll be able to find ourselves a lovely shop with all of the items we need. I'm pretty sure it's the Mystic Emporium here on the end. Now that we have our infinite gold, we can basically buy whatever we like, but we're only after those lovely mage tallow candles. Oh, here we go, some lovely mage tallow candles in a box. We'll buy both of those. I mean, they're 3,000 each. That's all fine. I mean, we can also buy all of these lovely Frostcrag improvements because, I mean, gold is limitless, so you might as well. Anyway, now this is perfect. We've picked up everything we need for Frostcrag Spire, and now we're able to make the most powerful spell in this game. And do you want to know how much it's going to cost me? It's going to cost me hardly anything. You see, normally when you're making a high-end spell in this game, it's going to cost you a stupid amount of gold and also use up a stupid amount of magicka. Heck, you might need destruction level 100 to even cast it, and you're only going to be able to cast it once every half hour as you have to wait for your magicka to regenerate. But no, this spell is going to be unlike any other spell in the game. It's going to be cheap, but it's going to be terrifyingly strong. So what we're doing is simply going inside of our lovely Frostcrag Spire here, adding our lovely candles to the altar, and also we might as well add it to the enchanting table as well. And in here we're going to make ourselves our special spell. Now you will notice Drain attribute is now available thanks to us temporarily being an orc, and so I'm just going to make a quick spell where we just drain strength. It's going to last for one duration. Basically this is a filler spell. It's only going to cost us 3 gold to make, so this is the filler drain spell. The reason I've done this is because otherwise when I got myself cured I'd lose the ability to make a drain attribute spell, but now that I have that spell made I'll be permanently able to use drain attribute. Anyway, now what we need to do is make our instant spell of death. So allow me to create instant death. What is instant death? Well, instant death is 1 part drain health, where we drain the health of anyone we touch at a magnitude of 100 over the duration of 1 second. It doesn't exactly have any area, and sure we could add area to it, but even just adding an area of 10 immediately increases the cost up to 150 gold and increases the magicka use up to 50 from 30. If you want to crank this up even higher, well, suddenly you're going to need 497 magicka to cast. We don't have 497 magicka, and I'm certainly not spending 1,500 gold on the spell. So instead we're just going to do drain health. But the thing is, there are monsters and enemies in this game which have more than 100 health. So what happens when you encounter something with more than 100 health? Well, you also add in the drain attribute spell, and what we're going to be draining is the endurance of our opponents. What is endurance? Well, it's the attribute which affects how much maximum health an enemy has. This is a very interesting little thing to add to a spell because once again we can crank it up to a magnitude of 100. It only costs 174 to add. It only is going to last for 1 second. And so what we've created is the spell of instant death. What does instant death do? Well, it immediately lowers the endurance of anyone who is touched by 100, which will immediately cripple their total maximum health, and then it will sap 100 health from them. If the opponent has 100 health or less, they will instantly die. Hence instant death. Now, because we're draining endurance by 100 points, which is effectively the maximum endurance most things are going to have in this game, we're resetting every single opponent's maximum health pool down to 100 and then immediately taking it away, making this spell an instant death spell. This is completely and utterly stupid, and I love it. It costs 58 magicka to cast, and every time we're going to cast it, someone will die. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, our lovely character here, who is absolutely beautiful, is only level 1. That's right, please end me, the Khajiit Mage Sorcerer is a level 1 character with 140 magicka, 70 health, and 150 maximum fatigue. They can cast this spell twice before having to wait for their magicka to regenerate, but casting it just twice is enough to instantly murder 2 people. And the more we cast it and the more powerful he gets and the more magicka he has, the more we can dial this spell up to crazy numbers. We can make it so that it affects an area of 100, meaning everyone around us immediately drops dead. Well, I suppose now that I have my spell of instant death, I might as well actually go mess about with it, so let's teleport our way over to the fantastic Kvatch, where effectively the city is under siege by chaos demons and we're going to be able to help them out. So we're going to run our way up to the city and effectively become a hero by one-shotting all the opponents we run into. Now the thing is, this spell actually only requires a skill of 25 in destruction, which means even if you're not a mage, your character can probably make this spell, because getting a score of 25 in destruction is nothing. You can train that off of rats. Anyway, let's go help them out. Right, I'm going to now run into this lovely chaotic wastelands and oh look, here's an imp, he's doing things. Now I'm just going to cast a spell of instant death on him and he's tragically died, which is lovely. There's another one. In fact, they just keep coming out of the chaos gate here. Stunted scamps, lovely. That's what we're fighting, mostly equipped with forks. Right, now I'm just going to kind of walk around the gate of Oblivion and just go into Kvatch. I'm not really interested in going into Oblivion right now. Oh look, we've got a whole bunch of scamps around here. Hello scamps. Now you're scary monsters that can do damage. However, I have a spell of instant death. Yeah, this is not fair in the slightest. So, wabam, there we go, you're dead. Oh, and hello there, are you going to try and fight me? Yes, I think you are. I don't have enough magicka. Well, now I do, and you're dead. Balance. Lovely game balance right here, Todd Howard. I love what you've done with it. Perfectly balanced. Alright, I've travelled through the Gate of Oblivion and I'm now in the effectively the realms of chaos, where there's mostly just a lot of people who have become crispy little sausages on the floor. And oh look, there's a man helping me here. Right, well, let me evaporate the enemies that he's fighting. Right, you know what, I'll take one for the team and just evaporate the man you're fighting. Where are you running off to? What's wrong with you? Come back, AI. Alright, now we're on a lovely adventure to go, I guess, close this Gate of Oblivion. Although normally it can be a bit of a challenge. At level 1, we are luckily equipped with a spell which immediately murders everything. Best thing is, it doesn't even matter what the difficulty setting is. We can just kill stuff. Anyway, you're dead. It's like we just have a hand. We touch people with the hand and they fall over dead. It's very powerful and feels great. 11 out of 10. I strongly recommend everyone gives this a try. Oh, look, another scamp here. Right, come on, cast your fireball. Let's see what you got. Nice try. Great fireball, friend. Now you're dead. Good stuff. Oh, hello there, angry scamp. Hello. Yep, shoot your fireball. Lovely. That's great. You're dead now. You got one attack off, so I feel great for you. Oh, that's a landmine. That looks lovely and fun. Oh, lovely. I've made my way inside of what is called a blood well. We're just going to kill the one guarding scamp here. Lovely stuff. What a lovely, fun work environment this must be for everyone. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. This looks slightly more impressive. This is a straight-up Demora Churl. Oh, lovely. Little bit more impressive than the scamps that we're fighting. Although it does still fall down to the one slight issue of it dying to our lovely spell. So let's just one-tap him and he's dead. Instantaneously. Oh, no. Oh, these poor little Demoras. They're just not really powerful. I mean, then again, nothing is, considering we can one-shot everything. Oh, look, it's another Demora Churl. Sadly, this one's dead as well. I mean, the thing is, weapons just aren't very good. It takes so long to kill things. Magic is where it's at, because you can just kill stuff instantly. Oh, lovely. It's Demora Sigil Keeper. This is a, some kind of spooky spooky demon guy with high level armor, but once again, another one shot. Thanks to the key, my friend. Not exactly the most powerful enemy we've ever encountered, mostly because he's absolutely terrible. Anyway, let's open up this brood cage. Perfect stuff. Here we are. We've made our way right the way up to the top. Now there is a angry Demora here, but he's dead instantly. Oh, look, another high level enemy here. Once again, one shot. All right, now let's end this. All right, are you the final boss or something? Nope, you're just a regular guard. Right, you're dead. All right, let us remove the sigil stone. Lovely stuff. Now into Kvatch we go with our lovely experience. It's been an absolute fantastic journey, but still we need to instantly kill more enemies because I need to level up, because as soon as we hit level 2, well, that's when we can cheese this system even further. Lovely, there's some scamps for us to test our destruction magic on. Well, I say test, it's more a case of walking up to them and pressing C, and then they're just dead instantly. Oh, lovely, check out this. It's a more high-ranking enemy who's dead instantly. Alright, now we're going to do a charge onto the castle. Once again, hopefully some more enemies for me to murder. That's all that I'm really looking for. Just an excuse to stab things with my mega magic. Now what I could really do is a bit of heavy armor to actually train my heavy armor skill on. So I'm going to accidentally kill this heavy Imperial archer here, who is wearing lovely heavy armor, and I'm just going to steal that. Now it is going to upset a few people, but you know, it was just a tragic workplace accident. Nothing we could do really. And now in his lovely heavy armor, we can hopefully tank a few hits and level up our stats even further. Right, now we're kitted out in full heavy armor. We are completely ready to level up our heavy armor skill. Oh, lovely. We took that one straight to the chest there. Perfect. Right, come on. Hit me again. Come on, hit me with that fireball. No, not the Imperial soldier. Hit me. Oh my god, you've just killed my Imperial soldier. Now you're just going for the other bloke. Just kill me already. Oh my god, now you're just shooting each other. Right, can you kill this man? Oh yes, you can. He's dead. Right, let me take the key off of his body. Lovely. Alright, and now shoot me, imps. Once they do that, I'm going to train my restoration stats by just healing myself as they do damage. Oh, this is going great. Our heavy armor is leveling up nice and quick. There we go. It's leveled up. Perfect stuff. Alright, now we only really need to do that 5 more times, and then I'm at level 2, and we can completely exploit the game. Alright, I've made my way inside the castle, and whilst grinding some stats outside, I've now hit the point where I can actually level up, which is pretty much perfect, because now that I can level up, I'm in a prime spot to gain infinite mana. Anyway, we've just opened up the gate, so we can run on in now. Perfect stuff. It's a little bit more fighting with imps, but of course, as we know, fighting with imps is something that I absolutely love doing. I mean, they're basically just free sponges to test magic out on. Alright, now inside the castle we go. Once again, we've got more super fun scamps to fight. Wait, these guys aren't garbage scamps. These guys are regular scamps. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to actually have to drink a potion here. Alright, and now let's kill you. There we go. That's one dead scamp. And we've got another one up here, and you're dead. And perfect stuff. Alright, lovely. We've got more scamps to fight. There we go. You're dead. And is there another one back here? Yep, you're dead. Lovely stuff. Oh, now you see what's lovely about this room is that there's a bed here, and beds allow you to level up. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I know, a bit awkward Gisana Mirandil, but I'm going to actually drop down a save here and generate infinite magic. Right, so what you want to do is sleep, and now that the time's gone forwards 1 hour, what you want to do is press escape, and you want to load the save right before you went to sleep, and this is going to load us back to this point where we're level 2, but we can pick some attribute points. Now we're going to, of course, pick intelligence, willpower, and speed. This is all lovely perks for us to have. It's going to really improve our character, and there we go, lovely stuff. We've leveled up. Anyway, now that we've just allocated our points, we're going to save again, create a brand new save, but now we're going to back on out to our first save over here, save number 30, where we're still level 1, not level 2. Once again, we're going to use the bed, press rest, wait for the time to pass by 1 hour, then load our brand new save of 31, and you notice we've now gone into the save and we're suddenly level 3. This is pretty interesting because we haven't actually gained enough experience to be level 3, but we can still level up our character. So once again, we're going to pick Magicka, and then we're going to pick willpower, and heck, you know what, we might as well pick up some luck whilst we're at it as well. And then once again, we can just press exit. Lovely stuff. Alright, lovely stuff. So now that we're level 3 on this save, all we want to do is drop down a brand new save where we're level 3, load back to the save where we're level 1, go to the bed, rest for an hour, wait for that hour to pass, and now load into that level 3 save. I mean, it really is this easy, and now suddenly we're level 4. This is a little bit interesting, Todd Howard. Not particularly sure how this is allowed in any way, but you know, the game does move in mysterious ways. Anyway, we've just increased our stats once again. Let's drop down a save, then we're going to load back to the save where we're still level 1, then we sleep into bed, wait for an hour to pass, hit escape, load the brand new level 4 save, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, we're level 5. It really is that easy. So let's boost our intelligence up to 50, increase our willpower, and we can increase our endurance, and we're bam, there we go. That's how to infinitely level up after just leveling up once. Now, off of the back of this, we've been able to level level up our character to level 5, theoretically we could go as far as we like and continuously improve our magicka pool so that we can cast the spell of infinite death as much as we feasibly like, making us terrifyingly powerful and the person who can end life at just a simple brush of their hands. Also, our magicka now regenerates even faster, which is perfect because look at these lovely two people. It's Mirandil and Jasan, two lovely characters. He's dead and he's dead. Now sadly, what another tragic friendly fire incident. What a shame no one survived. Other than ourselves, of course, because we can never die now, as our magic lets us murder everything and anyone instantaneously. Alright, into the Count's quarters. Have we got a fight here? Yes. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a flame atronact. Oh, it's dead. Oh no, Todd, what have you done? What have you done? Please End Me has just completely ended your game. It's completely, utterly broken it. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love Oblivion. I really do. Anyway, if you've enjoyed watching this video, then feel free to give it a like and hop on down into the comment section and tell me what kind of video you'd like to watch next. If you'd like to see me try and recreate this same spell of instant death in Skyrim, then hop on down to the comment section and give me a shout. At the same time, if you want to see more lovely Oblivion exploits, then by all means there are many more, so feel free to suggest that. Anyway, I hope you are all now pledging allegiance to Pem in the comment section, because at the end of the day, this is the being that now decides whether you live or die. Effectively, they've become a god, as they hold total control over who lives and dies just with a simple touch of their hand. And the more people they kill, the more powerful they get, meaning they'll be able to kill everyone in a 100-meter radius instantaneously eventually. Now that's the kind of magic you don't want to run into. Anyway, as always, a massive thank you to all of you for watching, and if you have enjoyed it and you want to see more very strange exploit videos like this, then feel free to subscribe, and heck, you can even turn on notifications so that you get to be the person who gets to comment first on all of my videos. Well done if that's you. Anyway, as always, a massive thank you to each and every one of our majestic patrons who make these fantastic videos all the more possible. Each of these lovely majestic sausages shown on screen now has been a massive support, so thank you very much each and every one of you. Pat yourselves on the back. And heck, if you're sat there wondering what video you'd like to watch next on YouTube, well, I've got the one for you, hand chosen by myself to be exactly what you're looking for. That's right, you need more Oblivion in your life, my friend. Anyway, so make sure to give it a watch, and I'll be seeing each and every one of you in the next one, so have an absolutely lovely day, my friends, and goodbye for now.